I'm Khandie from Khandie Photography, normally in Northampton, but I thought I'd pick a really nice summer's day at the end of summer, you know, when the sun's bright, to come to Wales to shoot a maternity shoot. I personally think this is beautiful British summer weather. We've got lovely Hayley, who's actually a local businesswoman who owns Avia Autos here in Bridgend, good friend of mine who's coming with me, and she's agreed by her own admission to stand in the rain because I love all this atmosphere, the sea out there, the cliffs, people in their cars looking at us weird, to have a go at a little bit of a more environmental maternity shoot. Less of the dreamy backgrounds and more of the heavens opening. Always keep your models safe and happy. I had my brand new Nikon. Unfortunately, my assistant, hi Rhiannon, decided to drop kick it across the studio, so I've had to pull out my backup, but it's okay because it's good, works in low level. It's a Nikon. Love it, D7000 something or other. I've got the 35mm on it, and it's literally just going to be that actually, because I like to push it, and I really like certain photographers who really just stick to that 1' lens. And although I could have used other lenses, the style I'm going for, I don't want it. I want to see the capability of just this lens. I keep testing some because I was actually a 50mm lover, and I got the 35 and I was a bit like, but I'm starting to learn to like it. And if this goes wrong, because I didn't bring a rain cover because I'm so professional, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. What lighting? Yeah, exactly, what lighting? The thing is, I kind of like that it's like this giant flat light, but I really like the flat light because I can really play with the drama of the sky, and I just kind of think it's soft enough to create that nice, almost surreal feel to the images. That's kind of where I'm going for it. Although right now I feel like Game of Thrones is happening and I'm missing out on it. Although isn't this the beach they did Doctor Who on? Bit of movie trivia. It's not even a movie, is it? Okay, bit of naff trivia because I haven't watched an episode of Doctor Who. Sorry. But yeah, look, they're more daring. They're right by the sea. See, look. I bet she's Insta famous or something. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, so thanks Rhiannon for drop kicking my camera that I had that was brand new. But yeah, this is fun. This is the joys of having backups. Okay, so a lot of people ask me why I'm only using the lower sort of price end of the lenses. I do have the nicer ones, but readily available on the high street is this one. And when I teach my students or I'm helping out, a load of people have this, and I feel really bad if I start going, oh, I can get down to 1.4 or 1.2. And so I deliberately show the capabilities of everyday cameras with everyday lenses. I think that really shows that it really drives home. It doesn't matter what this is, it's more in there. Because now the mobile phone technologies, people go, look, I'm a photographer, I can do everything on my phone, my mobile phone. And I'm like, actually, that is irrelevant, it's what's upstairs. So I like the idea of maybe using your full creativity, because you will see me pull out prisms, CDs, fairy lights, and all sorts of stuff to try and make the image a little bit more creative, and also post-production. The rain's easing off. I'm lying, totally lying. I feel like Michael Fish. No, there's not gonna be a tornado. Okay, that is him, wasn't it? Okay. Should we get this going? Let's do this. Let's get her out. Come out, beautiful. I'm actually going to give you my jacket because I think it looks prettier. Right, just stay still because you haven't got, you're soaked. Let me do this up. I'll get pneumonia. There you go. I just think it looks prettier with the... Right, are you able to get out there? I've known Hayley for years. I even give a shout out of your business. You all right? Can you see? So, obviously, because your centre of balance is slightly different now because you're pregnant, could you not step on the sharp rocks? Sure footing, keep yourself safe. Also, because like Hayley is pregnant, like you got to be extra careful. I mean, obviously you're not going to tell her to jump off a cliff, which was one of the ideas, but her husband would kill me. But keeping her warm, making sure she's comfortable, knowing that you can like disappear off. And also Hayley's really close to giving birth. Like, was it Braxton? Days. Knowing her that she'll give birth now. Please don't, I'm not the best midwife. Right, I'm going to take your jacket off, but only if you're ready. Yeah. And it'll be real quick, okay? So
straps.
Don't worry about those. Photoshop is a wonder. The key here is just to get the shot, get you warm again. Okay? Yeah. I'm going to move around you. I don't want you to move. Okay? No, I'm good, Hayley. You did really good earlier. More at the, that's it, hold it. Rather than pull it round, put your hand, sweep it under and scoop it that way, that's it. Good girl. Oh, she knows what she's doing. This is always key, always have like the prep done. So we had this Pinterest board. There are other boards available, but they're not as good. So that's it. Put the jacket on, you're not freezing anymore. As much as I love it here, I'm tempted to take you further down to that bit now. Right, I'm gonna guess it's super slippery here. Watch out, darling.
I thought some of these saffron rock things might be good.
Yeah,
I'm just at the end.
Yeah, I don't want you to slip, because if you slip, I mean, as much as it would probably look comedy value if you weren't pregnant, but you're pregnant, so that makes me look really cruel. Okay, this is fantastic.
Do you want me to put the jacket on a rock, or do you want me to?
I don't mind. I'll just, yeah. It's starting to slip, those ribbons, aren't they? I don't mind that dress going in the salt. So.
Yeah.
So the settings, I'm varying between. Let me just go on here and have a look. 125 flash, 2.8 to 3.5. I mean, I like to stay around there because it drops out the background, but it gives an interesting one. And my ISO was 100. It's a bit overcast, between 200, 160. We're around there, so 125 flash. I think that's good, right? Are you ready? Be uber careful, health and safety. Totally worth it. Are you okay? Do you feel safe? Are you sure? Okay, like maybe take a fraction forward if you can. That is absolutely stunning, Hayley. Just turn, that's it, look down again. And relax the face a little. Good girl. I'm gonna come right back for just a nice big wide, because as wide as this will go. Oh, manual focus, man. How are you feeling? Do you want the jacket back on? It's probably a bit damp, but do you want it on or not? So, greetings from the very summery Welsh coast here. We've now wrapped because we can't handle the sunshine too much. But also, I've just been right informed this isn't the wettest shoot that the Photographer Academy have ever done, so that's always good. But models off, getting changed, getting warm, important, health and safety, make sure they've got warm food, warm drink, warm clothes. Also, make sure they're fully aware of what they're letting themselves into. Also note for photographers, perhaps not wear jeans, because this is going to be like those school swimming days where you had to put your trousers and your tights back on afterwards. It's going to be great. And don't wear a 100% wool hat that cost you a fortune. So it's going to shrink. But it's been good. Actually, you've enjoyed it, right? I mean, you've got a bit of sea air and probably pneumonia. But yeah, actually the model always says she had a great time. And I don't think that's just her saying it. She's my friend, so she would tell me if she hated it. And we've had a good time. I'm soaked through, but I try to remember everything Mark tells me. And it's actually been really good fun because, you know what, when we do photo shoots in our studio, we can control everything. And I really like challenging myself using limited equipment, even if you like subpar, if that's even a thing anymore, equipment, to try and get the best images. And some of my favorite images have been done on my slightly less professional kit. But because I've had to really push my knowledge and create something a bit more cooler. So yeah, I've had fun. I'm freezing, but I've had fun. What about you? He's nodding behind the camera, because if he doesn't nod, I'll cry and punch him. I'm joking, don't do violence.
If someone's going to tackle this kind of shoot,
okay.
Should they really cancel it? Or?
No, unless your model wants to, unless you feel safety is, obviously health and safety is paramount, okay? So don't be a douchebag and tell your model you're going to go right out into the sea, because one, it's really rough, two, it's really cold, and three, why would you do that to anyone? I actually think this is where you really come into your own. It's so easy to stay in a studio. I have a studio, but my favourite work is coming on location and coming to places like this, where like yesterday was blissfully sunny, and I thought, oh, I know it's going to rain, and it did rain. Actually, I kind of like that idea. I had to think a lot more. I had to be as much a professional in terms of health and safety, how I conducted myself and my model, as well as behind the camera and doing the settings. So actually, this is a proper challenge. No, you know, we all stay in on rainy days. We sometimes shoot against the rainy window, but actually coming out in the rain and doing it and just really push yourself. Now, obviously, I'd like to be a bit more prepared, but I travelled all the way up. after I've done a whole week of shooting. So I didn't stupidly, hands up, bring my waterproof bag to cover my camera, but it's my backup, you know, and if it goes wrong, that's why I have a backup, okay? You should always have backup. In fact, I have like 4 backups. So yeah, this is probably my lower end of my backups, but it doesn't mean the image isn't gonna be any better, or that's worse, isn't it? That's awful. Image isn't gonna be any worse. So that's why I do it, and I like this. And you should challenge yourselves. So probably next time I'll do it in like, I don't know, what would be really awful? Really awful. I'm trying to think. Fog. I think that's my next challenge, fog. I might go to Bodmin Moor and do it in the fog, because you can't really use light, because fog really bounces it back, doesn't it? Yeah, that's my next challenge. It's like Challenge Annika, but really worse. Really bad. And less lycra. Note to self, bring a waterproof bag next time we come to Welsh, just for my entire body, let alone my camera body.